path.
Yeah, first of all,
COVID conditions.
First of all, the point has to be made that this is not the first time that elements or higher ups in the Akufo-Addo NPP government have told us that Ghana's economy is showing signs of recovery. This is not the first time. I hold in my hand a publication by the Business and Financial Times dated July 31st, 2023. 2023. And the headline is Economy Showing Signs of Recovery, Ken Ofori-Atta. In 2023, Akufo-Addo said the same things he's saying today. We are at the tail end of November of 2024. Few weeks to the end of the tenure of the second term of the NPP. And they are still saying the same thing, speaking the same grammar. Economy is showing signs of recovery. So the economy we started recovering in 2023 according to Ken Ofori-Atta and Akufo-Addo never recovered. It is still showing signs of recovery. That should tell you that they are simply lying to the people of this country. I submit very forcefully that what we are seeing does not reflect an economy showing any significant signs of recovery.
Why is that?
And I'm going to demonstrate that to you. No significant signs of recovery. The chairman of the economic management team today is Alhaji Bawumia. And while in opposition, he told all of us that the most important economic metric for determining the health of any economy is what? The exchange rate. And that is why he made the infamous statement that if the fundamentals of your economy are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. In fact, when he won power, he told us that that statement was true then and it is true today. So if you want to see that Ghana's economy is recovering, Bawumia is telling you, he says, look at the exchange rate. You recall what he said. He says, when in doubt, look at what? The exchange rate. If you look at the exchange rate today, who in his right senses can say that this economy is showing signs of recovery? As for the economy rebounding to pre-pandemic levels, I don't even want to talk about it. It's an insult. It is a lie. And Professor Bobkin, who was my lecturer in financial management, has done justice to that. With credible data, I will not even belabor the point. I am submitting that even as we speak today, you can't say that the economy is showing any significant signs of recovery because the exchange rate, which according to Bawumia is the most important metric, is at its unstable best. As at last week, the cedi had lost 29% of its value against the dollar in this year alone. As I speak to you, depreciation of the cedi against the dollar for 2024 alone is moving around 27-28%. Is that a sign of recovery? Or they don't understand the meaning of recovery? That word recovery, no, they don't understand it. Today, on the black market, if you go to a forex bureau, you need about 16.4, 16.5 to buy $1. The banks who are selling dollars at 15.8, 15.9, 16 cedis, they don't even have the dollars. There is shortage of dollars in the system. And you are talking about recovery. What recovery? That recovery can only be a figment of their own imagination. Do they know what this phenomenon of depreciation of the currency, this free fall of the cedi, do they know the debilitating impact it has had on businesses? Do they know the businesses that have lost their working capital because of this? In 2016, the businessman who needed $10,000 to import goods into the country needed only about 40,000 cedis, 42,000 cedis. Today, for the same amount, $10,000, you need more than 160,000 cedis. And you are telling us that the economy is showing signs of recovery. In your mind and in your pocket. But not in the lives of the ordinary Ghanaian and the businessman. Inflation. And this is where I will depart from my very revered lecturer. Inflation is also not showing any signs of recovery. Because, you see, the most important thing to look out for for me, is the trajectory of inflation. And in the last 2 months, inflation has been on the upward trajectory. So I don't know what Nsafwa Poku was talking about when he said inflation has been coming down. Down where? Down where? In August of this year, the inflation rate was 20.4. I'm talking about the CPI. In September, it rose to 21.5. In October, it is 22.1. The producer price index, PPI, was 30.5 in September. In October, it is 33%. Is that downward trajectory of inflation?